Good morning to the graduates, the families, and everybody here celebrating the class of 2026 at the University of Oregon. Let me first take a moment to say that though I make my home in California, I was born and raised in Chicago, and as such, I am a big, huge sports fan. So, I have to say this. Congratulations to Dylan Thieneman, recently selected 25th overall in the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft, following a standout career here at the University of Oregon. In fact, congratulations go out to the other 6 players drafted to the NFL, as well as the other graduates drafted to professional sports teams. And I know that many of you are going pro off the field as well. Whether you have a PR internship, a job in a lab, or are headed to grad school, congratulations to you all. And as you heard, to my daughter, Isabel, my dear daughter, sitting amongst you all over there, your dad and I and your brothers and sisters trust you will find something out there that you will excel at. We are so very proud of you. In any case, I am really honored to be with you here, all of you, today. Now, I should probably admit right away that I never went to college in the traditional sense of the word. I never lived in a dorm, never ran across campus trying to get to class on time, never wrote a paper at 2 in the morning while living on caffeine or maybe making bad decisions. But I think you'd agree that life has a way of teaching all of us, whether it happens in a classroom or not. And for me, that meant learning a few things that I wish someone had told me when I was your age. One of the biggest things was don't let people tell you who you are. Because once you leave here, people are going to have opinions about you almost immediately. They'll tell you what success is supposed to look like. They'll tell you what job you should have, what kind of life you should want, how fast you should be moving, what kind of person they think you are. And if you're not careful, you can start living according to everybody else's expectations instead of your own truth. And I know exactly what that feels like. Because growing up as a person who happened to be deaf, people often made assumptions about me even before I had a chance to introduce myself. Some assumed I wasn't capable. Others assumed they already understood what my life would be like and what my limits were supposed to be. And when enough people tell you a story about yourself, you can start believing it too. But eventually, I realized something really important. People may have opinions about you, but they do not get to define you. You do. You do. That lesson became even more important when my acting career took off. Suddenly, people thought that they knew everything about me because they'd seen me on a screen or read about me in a magazine or on social media. Even some people who were deaf assumed I was the answer to solving everything that had to do with removing barriers. But winning an Oscar at the age of 21, though incredible as it was, did not mean that I was instantly going to be fearless or confident all the time. In fact, at times, it made things harder. Because suddenly there was pressure. Well, first, I had to get sober. Okay, I did that. Then, 39 years, by the way, 39 years sober. Thank you. Then, there was the pressure to keep proving myself. Pressure to live up to expectations. Pressure to become whatever the version the world wanted to see me do next. Then, there were moments that I could have just lost myself, trying to make everybody else comfortable. But over time, and with the support of my family and friends, I learned the most important thing that you can do in life is what? To be genuine. Not perfect, because nobody's perfect, but genuine. Particularly if you can connect with honesty and humanity. Because you see, we connect with each other when we are comfortable enough to be ourselves. And I know that it's not always easy to do that right now. We live in a world where everybody seems to be comparing themselves to everyone else. People are constantly posting about the most trivial things in their lives, while constantly, quietly struggling behind the scenes. But I believe that the people who really make a difference aren't the people trying hardest to fit in. It's the people willing to be themselves, even when life feels uncomfortable. And that takes courage. For me, courage is a huge part of how I look at life. In fact, I have a simple formula that I've carried with me for years. But just to make the point come across to you even stronger, I want you, all of you, to join me, with me, to make sure this formula comes through loud and clear. And I'm talking to everyone in this stadium, all of you. So, whatever you have in your hands, put it down and sign with me. Okay? You ready? You ready? Courage. Courage. Dreams. Dreams. Success. Success. Okay, you can stop signing now. Courage plus dreams equals success. It's not certainty plus dreams. It's not perfection plus dreams. It's courage plus dreams. It is true that dreams are great, but they don't mean much if you're too afraid to go after them. And adding some courage is what gets you to take the chance. Courage is applying for the job you're not sure you're going to get. Courage is starting over when something isn't working anymore. Courage is asking for help. Courage is accepting that sometimes you were wrong, and courage is getting back up after you fail or when life knocks you down. And trust me, life will knock you down sometimes. Some of you already know that. Maybe you've dealt with stress, anxiety, family problems, financial pressure, loneliness, or uncertainty about what comes next. Maybe you've lost a friend in the most unexpected ways, as we did with your classmate, Andrew Johnson. He should be sitting with you celebrating today, but I am so thrilled that he is receiving his degree posthumously, which he so richly deserves. Love to the family. And maybe there were times when you looked around and thought that everyone else had it figured out except you. But remember, nobody has it figured out. In fact, most of us are making it up as we go along, hoping we look confident while we're doing it. That's why empathy matters so much. That's why a smile while looking at someone in the eyes matters so much. The world has enough people trying to be the loudest person in the room. But what we need are more people who really actually listen. People who care about each other. People who can disagree without losing their humanity. As my mentor, the actor Henry Winkler, recently reminded graduates in another ceremony, empathy isn't weakness. Empathy takes strength. It's easy to judge people, but it's harder to understand them. And for what I learned from him and what I've seen here, from all my visits and encounters here in this beautiful campus, all of you understand better than what people sometimes give you credit for. Now, speaking about this campus, I feel I should say something final in my words about the wonderful duck spirit, okay? So I'm ready. You know, what I love about ducks is that they look calm on the surface, just as President Schultz just recently said. Underneath, they're paddling like crazy. And honestly, that's what being an adult feels like to me. When you leave here, you're definitely going to have moments when you look completely composed on the outside, while inside you're thinking, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But that's okay. The goal isn't to have everything figured out all the time. The goal is to keep moving forward, to persevere, like I have tattooed right here, to be a warrior, like I have tattooed here. And ducks don't travel alone, as you heard. They move together. They support each other. They take turns leading. That's important too, because life can be so much better when you build a life with good people around you and stay connected to your community. Help people when you can. Let people help you when you need it. So, as you leave here today, I hope you can remember a few things. 1, be yourself when it's hard. 2, don't let the world tell your story for you. And 3, as I said before, make your bed and make sure to pay your taxes. Seriously, mom and dads are right about that. And lastly, and most importantly, lead with empathy. Have the courage to go after the life that you really want. Not just the life that looks impressive to other people. And when things get difficult, because they will, keep on paddling. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We are watching you. We are wishing you nothing but wonderful things.